splashing from half court while wearing pink bunny ears, shooting free throws blindfolded, eating PB&J sandwiches at halftime. Just some of the wild and wacky pre-game rituals of NBA stars. What drives elite athletes to develop such peculiar superstitions? Do these bizarre routines actually help them perform better under pressure? By the end of this video, you'll find out the psychology behind these quirky habits and whether they make a difference on the court. First, let's lay some ground rules. Pre-game rituals are different from simple warm-up routines. While essential for conditioning and injury prevention, standard stretches and drills don't qualify as rituals that verge on the eccentric. No, we're talking about the kinds of conspicuous behaviors that make fans and coaches scratch their heads in amusement. From Michael Jordan's iconic pair of old college shorts under his uniform to LeBron James' ceremonious chalk toss, the legends of the game have passed down all sorts of customs. But today's younger NBA stars are shaping their own modern traditions, fueled by superstition, nostalgia, and swagger. Up next, we'll see some wacky examples of what players are doing before tip-off. Before the bright lights, a pre-game of superstitions. Under the shining stadium lights, the squeaking of basketball shoes echoes as NBA superstars dazzle fans with their feats of athleticism and skill. But before stepping foot on the hardwood with the eyes of the world watching, players partake in some peculiar pre-game rituals. As Steph Curry makes his signature tunnel shot while wearing his lucky arm sleeve, the Golden State Warriors hope a splash of success carries over onto the court. Meanwhile, LeBron James methodically tosses talcum powder high into the air, letting the chalk particles rain down, perhaps sprinkling some magic as he has done since his high school days. These various habits may seem trivial, but top athletes swear they make a difference in managing stress and getting into the right mindset before tip-off. Let's explore why players think these superstitions matter, the psychology behind the peculiar planning, and whether these tricks actually offer an edge or just peace of mind. The power of preparation rituals. When taking the court for intense competition in front of 20,000 screaming fans, players need to get pumped up, but also relaxed with razor-sharp focus. That's why rituals play such a prominent role as part of their pre-game routine. Studies show that establishing structured habits helps provide a sense of control amid the uncertainty of high pressure. Think about soldiers meticulously checking their weapons or surgeons washing hands in an exact pattern. Developing these precise regimens creates consistency, confidence, and calmness to perform under duress. Deliberately concentrating on step-by-step tasks promotes alert focus while also stimulating chemicals that induce relaxation. Players integrate superstitions into their routines, hoping to get their body and mind in the zone to flourish. The new school of swaggering rituals. The new generation expresses themselves with swagger, style, and yes, a bit of silliness mixed into their pre-game prep. Cleveland Cavalier Donovan Mitchell begins his solo dance party, grooving to thumping hip-hop music before stadium crowds fill the seats. The high-flying guard claims busting moves liberate his energy and emotions before taking the floor. Boston Celtic Jason Tatum fuels up by feasting on strawberry lemonade gummy candy, he says, as homage to his son's affinity for the sweets. Joel Embiid begins his heart-pounding pregame by shadowboxing while wearing a Rocky hoodie named after the gritty fictional Philly fighter. Triggering positive memories, easing anxiety, and amplifying confidence can give them a mental edge. Good luck charms and charged keepsakes beyond actions, players also incorporate special objects intended to supply supernatural support. Denver's Jamal Murray immerses himself in Montserrat flags to invoke his Caribbean roots before unleashing his scoring flair. Portland Trailblazer Anthony Simmons maintains his magnetic shooting touch by perfectly flicking and catching a card mid-air without looking. Successfully pulling off this stunt satisfies his superstition that he'll continue cashing in from long range. By carrying tokens imbued with symbolic power, players aim to sustain their success during crunch time. LeBron James, the chalk toss. LeBron James's iconic pre-game chalk toss has become one of the most recognizable rituals in basketball. Before every game, LeBron throws handfuls of chalk in the air, creating a cloud of dust to get himself hyped up. The ritual dates back to his high school days and has continued throughout his 20-year NBA career. Steph Curry, twice blessed underwear. Steph Curry takes his pre-game underwear routine very seriously. He wears a fresh pair of underwear for his pre-game nap, then switches into another pair for the actual game. The two-time MVP believes changing underwear twice keeps him feeling fresh on the court. Teammates even make sure he has his twice-blessed underwear before big games. Kyrie Irving, sage smudging. To cleanse bad energy before hitting the hardwood, Kyrie Irving adopted the spiritual practice of sage smudging. He waves around a burning bundle of dried sage or Palo Santo wood in the locker room, letting the smoke surround him. The unusual ritual didn't go over well with some past teammates, but Kyrie stands by the Zen ritual. Rajon Rondo, Connect 4, Obsession Connect 4, may seem like a children's game, but don't tell that to Rajon Rondo. The veteran point guard spends much of his pre-game time intensely focused on Connect 4. Rondo challenges any available teammate to battle it out over the gridded game board, believing it gets his mind right before tip-off. Vince Carter, blasting DMX. Many players listen to pump-up music before games, but none quite as loud as Vince Carter. Teammates have often complained about Carter blasting hardcore DMX rap music at deafening volumes leading up to the opening tip. When asked why, Carter simply responded that the loud, aggressive music gets his blood flowing. Gilbert Arenas, taking a nap. While most players intensely focus or visualize ahead of games, Gilbert Arenas preferred to take a nap. From his rookie season until the end of his career, Arenas routinely took a pre-game nap at his locker. Even big playoff games didn't disrupt his ritual doze time. For Arenas, sleeping was his form of visualizing success. Larry Bird, same exact pre-game routine. Legendary Boston Celtics forward. Larry Bird was an absolute creature of habit when it came to his pre-game ritual. He would show up at the exact same time, sit in the exact same spot, lace up his shoes the same way, and even make the exact same shots. If any part of Bird's sequence was disrupted, he'd unravel and not perform at his best. Ray Allen, saying the Lord's Prayer. Jesus Shuttlesworth lived up to his nickname by saying the Lord's Prayer before every single NBA game he played. Ray Allen always prayed on his knees right at center court before tip-off. Allen said reciting the prayer helped him connect his spirituality to his performance on the court. Mike Bibby, clipping toenails. Mike Bibby made his teammates squirm when he clipped his toenails in the locker room before every game. Bibby believed clipping his nails pre-game brought him good luck, so trainers made sure his toenail clippers were available. Many considered it strange, but Bibby's bizarre ritual clearly served him well over a long career. Jason Terry, wearing the shorts. Very early in his career, Jason Terry wore old-school 70s style tight high shorts under his uniform as good luck. The super short shorts prompted laughter at first, but became routine. Terry eventually abandoned the tiny shorts, but keeping it old school worked early on. He won Sixth Man of the Year in 2009. These strange and quirky pre-game rituals show how even the world's best athletes can be a superstitious bunch. While their habits may seem eccentric, these players believe adhering to their unique routines helps mentally prepare them to succeed on the court. It just goes to show that even for professional athletes at the pinnacle of their sport, basketball remains a game of intricate mindsets and intangibles beyond just pure physical ability. So next time you notice your favorite player exhibiting a peculiar pre-game pattern, understand that it's likely much more than just a weird routine for them. Let us know some of the strangest superstitions you've seen athletes perform in the comments below,